What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. MMA DFS video. We're back. We had a huge weekend last weekend with UFC. We are back for UFC Fight Night 250. Nunes versus Spencer. Super excited for this one. I don't think it's even going to be much of a fight here. I think Nunes takes this and then after the fight goes and drinks all of the Modelo if you haven't seen, or Modelo if you haven't seen the video or the commercial. It's been around for a while, but huge success, like I said last week. So if this is the first time you guys have checked our channel out, or if you haven't checked the website out, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. You can check this out. What this is going to be is a preview of the article. If you are a subscriber to the website, you can see this full article. We go through every single fight. We let you know who we think is going to be the winner. I kind of want to show you a little bit, so stick with us. Like the article says, we have MMA DFS for June 6th. We have a nice 12-fight card. Love this Saturday slate. Huge GPP over on DraftKings for $1 million first place prize. Now, it is a multi-entry tournament, so the chances of you actually winning the $1 million if you don't have a huge bankroll, slim. Could happen. Anything can happen, but there's a lot of prizes to go with here, and absolutely want FantasyTeamAdvisors.com to be the winner for you guys. So checking this out. If you aren't a member of FTA Plus yet, you can click here, right here. We've got some great projections, rankings, and lineups for you guys. Go to FTA Plus or go to Fantasy Team Advisors at the top, FTA Plus. I'll just open this up right here real quick. You can scroll down. This is a 5-day pass, get you every single sport that is. Obviously, if you get the month pass, you're going to get PGA as it's back on Thursday. Best option would be join for the month pass. Use promo code MMA month, all caps, all one word. You're going to get half off for the month. So $17.50, give or take, or $17.49, I can't remember what it would come out to, will be for the entire month. That is good through tonight. Sorry about that ad. I don't know what's going on. But if you have any questions at all, please email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com, or you can comment down below here. But you can get half off for the month. The pass is good through tonight, Friday, 11:59 p.m. Go check it out. So looking at this is what we did last week. So as you can see, we went 9-2 on the slate. Now, Tim Elliott had the fight pretty much the entire time. Then he got submitted. He was put in a chokehold. He kind of gave up pretty damn early, if I would say. But, you know, I'm not a UFC fighter. I've never been in a fight in my life other than the internet, which I always win those. But Tim Elliott did give up. It seemed pretty quick. He was in a chokehold, though, so maybe he didn't want to die. You know, the huge. But, yeah. Should have went 10-1, but we'll take it. 9-2 is pretty damn good, as you can see. If you guys did better, if you got every single fight, let me know down below. Would absolutely love to hear it. But yeah, so looking at that, we look to build on that this week and be better than we were last week, which is kind of hard to do, but here we are. Here we go. So what we've done is we've taken every single fight and we've taken, so these statistics are off ESPN. You will see these are the odds. They may be different. So once we get done with this video, we'll go through the odds and look at it. Got Nunes versus Spencer. Honestly, I don't think this even gets out of the first round. I do think Nunes gets a first round TKO. I would not be surprised. There are some prop bets that you can go with. Last I saw, if you took Nunes to TKO Spencer in the first round, it was like, I can't remember what the odds were. But if you can find it, definitely check it out. So I love Nunes here. I think everyone does. Obviously, right here, she's a 650 favorite, huge favorite. So if you do take Spencer and she somehow knocks her out, you're going to get your money. If you're sports betting, but I just don't see that happening. I do see Nunes as a first-round TKO winner here. So favorite fighters, we will be putting those up a little bit later. I like to wait until day of so we can see the odds if they've changed a little bit. Then we'll put the fighters there. But yeah, so looking at the odds, these are the opening odds. We're not going to look at these because they might have changed. We will look at them at the end. But like I said, use promo code MMA month to get half off month package, which will include every sport here. We do not do KBO, as once MLB starts coming back, I do believe KBO will be gone. If MLB comes back, they need to stop fighting. They really do. But before we get into the early prelims, I'm putting this video out pretty early here Friday morning. If this video gets 50 thumbs up, 50 likes on this video, what we will do is not only will I put out a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP lineup, I'll pin it at the bottom, but one person who likes this and comments something positive down below, 50 likes, 50 comments on this video, I will pick one person to win a free year of content from Fantasy Team Advisors. That's 365 days. All content that we do, that'll be until next, well, let's say June 6th. We'll put it as Saturday, depending on when you watch this video. So 50 likes, at least 50 likes, at least 50 comments. Pick someone to win a free year of premium content brought to you by Fantasy Team Advisors. So looking at this fight, you got Evan Dunham versus Herbert Burns. Dunham has been retired for a long time, aka making a return after 2 years. So that was sarcasm, if you guys couldn't tell. He's coming in at 38 years old. It's pretty old to be a fighter. I'm tired as it is right now, getting up, walking upstairs, and I'm not even 38. So every single one of his fights prior to this fight was at 155. He's bringing it down to 150. Now, I'm not a fighter, so I don't know how much 5 pounds is, but Burns comes in having KO'd Landwehr in his last fight and will look to continue that this week. I do think Burns does win via submission. I don't want to say first round, second round, third round. I do think he will win via submission, though. I think it could be a good fight, but I just think Burns comes in here. He is a pretty good favorite at 235, which we will look at the end. But with Dunham's age, I just think Burns takes this here. So that's where I'm going with that one. The next prelim, Alonzo Minnifield versus Corey San Hagen. Both are pretty good. Minnifield here, as you can see, 120 favorite, barely a favorite by 10. But looking back on Devin Clark's fights, if he can go all 3 rounds and doesn't get TKO'd, doesn't give up by submission, he will normally win via decisions. Now, whether or not it's a split decision or unanimous, a decision is a decision. Clark is a great wrestler / grappler. It is so for all of June, the UFC ring is the smaller one, like we saw last week. It's going to be the same. I haven't looked far enough ahead, but I do believe it'll be the same smaller octagon this entire month of June. I think it'll all be in Vegas. That'll give way to a little bit. It should skew the way you build your lineups, the way you bet, because you might not think of a lot. You might not think that a smaller ring will be there, but honestly, guys, could be a lot better for Minnifield here. He is a slight favorite. I think this does. It could go either way. I'm kind of hesitant on giving you a winner for this one. I do think it goes either way here. But looking at this, as you can see right here, the opening was here, but it is closed a little bit. I do think Minnifield does take this one. I think he could TKO. I think he could knock him out. I think that's how it's going to end here. This is a fight that I honestly don't want much to do with. Not going with Formiga at all. I just think Alex Perez has the upper hand here. He's got an inch taller on him. He does have 2 inches short on the reach, but as you can see, his numbers are just overall better. He is the favorite here. I don't think the only flaw will be obviously this could be in any fight really, but if Perez gets submitted, obviously it's over. But I think Perez will take some licks. I do think this will come down to a decision. Could be a split decision. Could be a unanimous decision as well. So there you go, guys. Those are the early prelims. The prelims and down below are part of the premium content. And then down below there, we have our core fighters and we have our projected ownerships. Now, that will help you out with, obviously with MMA, anything can go, but our projected will help you out building your lineups GPP-wise to get a little bit differentiation between your lineups. That possibly brings home the bacon there. So let's look at the updated odds right now. Some might be a little bit different. We've got Nunes versus Spencer. Nunes, 650 winner. I don't think that's going to be even close. Hooper here at 185 favorite. Perez at 135 favorite here. This one's still close. Sterling versus San Hagen. I think San Hagen does take this fight. Minnifield versus Clark. Minnifield 225 favorite. Love Minnifield here. Charles Bird versus Patolo. Bird is a 185 favorite, so you'll see. We've got him built down there. And I'll just kind of go through this, and then if you guys do want to see who we like the best, we've got that. Then in our cheat sheet, we have the fighters. We have their DraftKings and FanDuel salaries. We have who we think is going to be the winner, brought to you by Jake E.D., one of our newest writers for the MMA. Garbrandt at a 145 favorite here. Stammen versus Kelleher at Stammen at 265 favorite. Herbert Burns versus Dunham. Burns is a 240 favorite here. And I probably will butcher some of these names, so I'm just going to highlight it here and say Hinish at 130. But as you can see, this is even right now, so it could go either way. Just a slight favorite up top here at 130. Magny versus Martin. Magny is a 135 favorite, and Sean O'Malley versus Wineland. Huge favorite here, 550 to a 375. Don't think this is really going to be much of a contest there. Now, in our breakdown, I do have the winners, and I do have who I believe. We have a couple of fights that I do think the underdog could win, which if you read the breakdown, you play DFS or you sports bet, you could make some money taking the points there for the underdog. So that is something to look at. Again, guys, if you have any questions, email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com, or go ahead, let me know down below. So, like I said, you can get FTA Plus half off for the month. Go to fantasyteamadvisors.com, hit the FTA Plus up top, which you can find right here. Click that. Go bing, bang, boom. You go the 5-day pass. You can do so with this. You do get the first month for half off, and then it will auto renew unless you cancel. It'll go up to the $34.99 or the year for $3.99. Now, you guys will get FanDuel and DraftKings lineups, cheat sheets, cash and GPP lineups if there are certain ones that we like. With MMA, I really don't like cash or GPP. I like just having most likely GPPs because you're going to want to win some money here. And anything can really happen here. But the NBA is coming back, so your monthly pass this time won't get the MMA. But if you continue on, you'll get MMA NBA in the next month. Year, obviously you'll get it. So if this video gets 50 likes and 50 comments, someone will win a year pass. I'll take the video. We'll do the randomized YouTube comments, and the winner will be contacted if they have 24 hours to respond. If they do not, then it'll go to the next person that is randomized and won. Again, guys, FTA Plus is one of the best premium content providers. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'll love to see your comments. Again, though, if you do want to try to win a free year It's got to be a positive comment. And we've got to get some positivity in the world. 2020 has been the longest decade of our life. Like, to be honest, with everything that's gone on the past weeks and everything that's gone on with, January, it's just cold. It's just cold. February, we had the Super Bowl, which seems like 10 years ago, like I said. March with the coronavirus. April with the murder hornets. I mean, with everything going on, coronavirus and murder hornets have kind of just disappeared out of the news for good reason. But we need some positivity in our lives right now. Like I said, the last 6 months have been a decade on our lives. And we need to move forward. We need positive change. We need June, July, and the rest of the year to get back to where we need to be and be happy. Let's get sports back. Let's get everyone to love each other. It's going to be hard to do, but I look forward to your positive comments. I look forward to you guys liking the video. I look forward to talking with you guys. And if you have I am building a Slack channel. It's going to take some time, but that's what we're working with right now. So please go check out all of our free content, our premium content. We're going to have NASCAR coming up. We've got a great tool sheet that breaks down tracks, drivers, tracks, and stuff. Let's check it out real quick. So if I go to NASCAR, so you can go here. We are going to remove KBO. It's just not been popular, and it's hard to build lineups and consistently have players who are starting because it locks so early in the morning, and it just locks so early in the morning. So if you go to NASCAR, you can click NASCAR. You can just click on the NASCAR button. It'll show you the drive or the articles that we've had. But what I like is our NASCAR DFS tool. Now, it might not all fit on the screen because it's a lot, but once it loads, and I do apologize, my internet's been kind of slow right now. Amazon is building a huge warehouse about 100 yards away, and to be completely honest with you, they've hit our line quite a bit. So what we've got is the drivers. Usually what I'll do is I will sort it by starting position, and it'll kind of show you what to work with. We've got their salaries. These are the betting odds. These are track history. So last race, 2 races ago, because sometimes they race twice in a year. Just depends. This year's obviously been really weird. 3 races ago and 4 races ago. And then and obviously this is last week's race. And this is a free tool as well. So it will be updated for this week's race. I'm just working on NASCAR, or we're trying to get MMA rolling first. So these are last basically 8 races. How many they've won, top 5 finishes, top 10, pole positions, laps led, average start, and average finish. This will really help. Now, I haven't shown, what I want to do is, as you know, our saying is bring home the bacon. I would love to see you guys win. We're going to have a wall of bacon, which I would love to have you guys send us your wins using our tools. Would love to show you wins there. I will put that up by the time you watch this, or I will hopefully have that up, but I would love to have you guys send that in. If you guys would use our emblem, our avatar, and you win or place high in the money, you're going to win free content from Fantasy Team Advisors. But on Sunday with the race, with the NASCAR race, I want to show you what our optimal lineup did. Now let me find it real quick. I'm going through and I'm finding our top lineup. So guys, in the 5-cent 150 max entry contest over on FanDuel, out of 71,856 lineups, we tied for first place. Our lineup absolutely killed it. We had 492.5, so 5 cents. First place was $100, but I think there was like 5 people who tied with us for first place. We ended up getting $19.55, but on a 5 cent entry, I will take that any day. we consisted of Bubba Wallace for 94 fantasy points, Keselowski at 104.5, Christopher Bell at 95, Clint Bauer at 100.5, and Kyle Busch at 98.5. We got 492.5. First place. We tied with 5 people. It was nuts. Hopefully, you guys are going to get in on our NASCAR content as well. I love watching NASCAR now when it brings me money. Prior to that, I haven't watched NASCAR in probably 10 years. To be honest, before I actually started digging into numbers and researching for NASCAR, I didn't know they had different stages. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I understand stages, you can pit, you can do all this, mandatory pitting now. I really liked the race when it was, 500 laps. That was it. There wasn't all these breaks, commercial. I understand it's commercial breaks. It's a lot of things. But yeah, so NASCAR, our tool, I love our tool here. It should help you out. You can even click on the Google Sheet. It'll just take you right to it so you can look at it in one spot. We will update this. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on. We've got MMA on Saturday. We've got NASCAR on Sunday. And the way NASCAR has been going, you're going to get multiple races a week. We do the Cup Series, but if you guys are interested in possibly like the Xfinity Series, the Truck Series, let me know. We can look into it. So, just looking at racing. Where is racing? Or is it under NASCAR? What am I missing? Or is it not on here right now? Motorsports. That's what it's called. So with motorsports, Truck Series, Xfinity Series, Cup Series, you've got a bunch of races going on. As you can see, the Truck Series is on Saturday. The Xfinity Series right there. You can see different ones. And then the Cup Series Saturday. It's really weird. They're at 3 p.m. at night, so not much going on. But yeah. So we've got different races. If you guys are interested, FanDuel does not have anything but Cup Series unless they've updated it since this week. Normally, it's just for, NASCAR only has the Cup Series on FanDuel. DraftKings does have trucks and the Xfinity as well. So that's all I've got in this video. I know it's a little bit longer, a little bit winded, but if you have any questions, comment down below. Remember, positive. Or email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. That's what I've got, guys. Good luck, and bring home that bacon, guys.